Alrighty, team. Everything coming in Ghosts of Koresh featuring So Breezy. Yes, the patch came out last week, so I am a little bit I am behind on this. I did not play WoW. It's like the first time I've skipped a week in years. Like I just took off the whole week, and when you take off a full week, that puts you behind a full week. So I know, team. I know, and there's no catch up. Like I can't catch up. My rep that I've been grinding for some of these reps, it's now been thrown in the bin. There's catch-up mechanics on, like, other things, but not on grinding things. So I've lost a full week, but it's okay. I have yet to jump in yet, and we're going to be jumping into this new patch tonight, putting together a to-do list for me to be able to take down and tackle this week. But let's go ahead and check it out. The War Within Ghosts of Koresh.
Hey, it's Soul, and today we're diving into the next major content update for The War Within, Ghosts of Koresh. Here we're covering the upcoming zone with its many features and activities, the new raid and dungeon to help cap off the expansion story, what's new in Delves, updates as we get into Season 3, and plenty more.
It's August 12th, so now everything is released at this point.
And the conclusion to this first chapter of the World Soul Saga takes us deep into the great dark beyond and the broken homeworld of the Ethereal's Koresh. Starting launch week, you'll be put to the task of assisting Locust Walker. Reunite with old friends and unlikely allies to save what's left of his world from the Shadow Guard, who stole the Dark Heart and are on their way to reviving the Void Lord Demencius. And that can't be good for
such a cool looking boss, man.
Expect most of the story chapters to be available right away, which will open up zone activities, side quests.
I think everything's open at this point.
Of rewards to collect, with the final chapter and epilogue to follow the week after. The shattered remains of Koresh are arid and desolate, but shine brightly against the void-filled sky, with monuments of life resisting their destruction, and survivors like the Wastelanders looking to the next day. You'll be exploring Koresh on foot, from the air, and even across dimensional planes to unlock the world's secrets. Keep an eye open for Reshinor, the Untethered, the new world boss available day 1. In our quest to save all of existence and, more importantly, collect loot, we didn't come alone. The brokers of Tazavesh are backing us up as a new faction, the Koresh Trust. We'll learn about the relationship the brokers have with the Ethereals and Koresh. They're even bringing their entire trade city over as a fully explorable player hub to meet your needs, with helpful perks like a portal system that'll take us to the available bountiful delves. As you assist Locust Walker, Alaria, and allies in their desperate bid to stop the Shadow Guard, you'll help construct a special artifact-level cloak, the Rishi Wraps. So powerful, it knocked out all other capes from their loot tables. It's simply that amazing. You'll upgrade this over time. Its stats can be customized, and it includes a powerful passive ability based on your role, making you a better tank, healer, or damage dealer. The main feature of the Rishi Wraps is its ability to turn our fleshy bodies into pure energy, and opens up an outdoor feature called phase diving, which you can do by activating these phase conduits throughout Koresh. While phase diving, the zone phases, get it? To include new mobs and quests and objectives and treasures to find, adding another layer of exploration. Flying is available right away in Ghost of Koresh, but while phase diving, you can also use the phase conduits as teleportation points to instantly...
Reminds me of Argus, I believe?
Invasions from Devourers and complete warrants. Epic hunts for the baddest...
The Legion Zone.
...weekly upgrades. A handful of profession recipes can be learned for scribes, alchemists, and especially tailors, who can craft special epic threads to customize the stats of Rishi Wraps. Characters with gathering professions will find some interesting resources on Koresh that you can trade in for Kazal Guard materials at the marketplace in Tazavesh. There's a greener side to Koresh. You'll also assist an old acquaintance in a feature called Ecological Succession, a campaign to rebuild life on the Shattered World. Starting a week after the update, you can visit the Oasis and start helping out by borrowing animals like bees, bringing in outside help, and keeping animals from harm, all to help restore essential parts of the ecosystem. It's a very cozy vibe compared to the harshness of everything going on outside the dome, and visiting here often will save more animals, and of course, you get a chance at some awesome weekly rewards like the curious slate-back mount. Far to the north in Koresh is Vanquisher's Wake, a special area dedicated for world PvP. Different ghosts appear that, when defeated, drop buffs that can be picked up, and you can phase dive using the phase conduits or other special items to set up ambushes or escape from messy situations. Ecodome Aldani is a new dungeon where efforts to restore Koresh are under attack by the menacing Devourers and Wastelanders. The dungeon will be available all the way up to regular Mythic difficulty and will immediately start awarding Season 3 level gear day 1 of Ghost of Koresh. Let's talk about what happens when Season 3 begins 1 week after the update. When bounty
Which is
battles become accessible,
yesterday.
the new raid opens, the Mythic Keystone Dungeon season starts, as well as the PvP season, featuring mounts like the Vicious Void Creeper and a hot selection of Gladiator appearances. We've got a new season dungeon rotation, starting off with the newest dungeon, Ikodo Maldani. Both halves of Tazavesh are making a return, as is Halls of Atonement from Shadowlands. The other 4 featured dungeons come from a player vote a while back. These include the Dawnbreaker, Arakaras for the
Such a dead selection of dungeons, by the way.
And this season, we'll be working towards the Azure and Scarlet Voidflyer. Starting this season, new protections are in place to help ensure fair play inside dungeons. Players will be able to cast a vote to abandon a dungeon gone wrong, and players might want to consider how much they leave dungeons, as doing so too much might incur a deserter debuff. Also at the start of Season 3, Tazavesh the Veiled Market will be available as a hard mode only Mythic Mega Dungeon, conveniently accessible at the nearby dock. Hard mode can be freely activated by anyone, and with the increased difficulty, bosses will drop hero track gear. Clearing the dungeon will count as clearing a +10 dungeon in the Great Vault. Delves return at the start of Koresh and really kick off in Season 3 when we find out Bran once again got into a bit of trouble. Together, you'll be taking on a new delve, Archival Assault, where you chase the Ethereals to the Azure Vault and stop their plans. The Rishi Wraps will come in handy as they'll help you discover new challenges and surprises throughout the season. There's also a new nemesis who is behind Bran's predicament. It's none other than Nexus Princess Kaiveza, who we first met in the Rubar Palace.
Yep.
As this season's nemesis, her minions are scattered across every delve, and Kaiveza herself will be waiting for us once we're ready. In the meantime, we'll be collecting a new round of curios, working the Delver's Journey for rewards like a transmogrification toy, and tricking out a new mount, the Delver's Mana Skimmer. And that's just the taste of what's coming.
Oh, that is cool.
You might also notice a special flag over at Delve headquarters. Brand's encouraging a bit of light-hearted competition between the Horde and Alliance to see which faction can complete the most delves in the region. The faction that reaches 100% first will fly their banner here permanently. But no matter who finishes first, finishing this milestone will award players Horde and Alliance-themed paint colors and emblems for the Delver's dirigible mount. The campaign will culminate in a final battle inside Manaforge Omega, where the Shadow Guard is close to reviving the Void Lord Dimensius. All difficulties will be unlocked at the start of the season, which includes the first wing of Raid Finder. You can access story mode by talking to Phase General Amir in Shadow Point, just outside the raid entrance after completing the campaign to queue up. The raid's renowned faction is the Manaforge Vandals, offering 15 levels worth of quality of life perks, throughput bonuses, and cosmetics. The encounters and bosses look pretty sweet, but we can't forget about the awesome loot. I gotta say, the Paladin Heroic tier is looking hella cool. It's one of the best I've seen in years. And that's all the big stuff coming in the Ghost of Koresh update. We got big story beats, lots of rewards to work towards, and a war to end all wars. You can learn more on the worldofwarcraft.com website. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you in...
So, this is the final patch of The War Within. This is the final season of The War Within. So, I was super close mentally. Like, do I even want to play WoW anymore? But I know I do. It's just that I've been... How do I explain it? Like, just... I don't know. I took a break, and it's like, the break felt good. Like, I just did not want to play anymore. But I told myself, let's get back in. Let's do what I was planning to do for the season. Let's start off slow, gradually start to pick it up, and go from there. I got all the casual content, like the campaign and stuff like that, and the questing. I'm pretty sure I'll get it all done this week. But things like the end game, PvE, Mythic Dungeons, and all that stuff, I think I'll slow it down a little bit, but not too much. I'll make sure I'll get it done. And then, of course, you've got the grinding, which there's going to be some new stuff. But I'll figure it out as we go. But we'll get into game.